Cam. What up, Cam? I'm excited to hear your good news. How many babies did you get? How many? How many of them? Probably got a bunch. Cam Jam, thank you, man. How's your day? So tell me what happened. So tell me, so I know that you have a couple males and females. Uh, how many babies are there? How many babies have you seen? Is a better question. So how many babies have you seen so far? I'm curious. 5 babies. So, yeah. Some got eaten, for sure. That's what happened. So I used to have the same problem. Like when I first started breeding and there's guppies, I realized, well, I actually used to watch them do it. I'd watch them eat the babies. Like literally seek them out. And I heard of a little like trick. A little trick. The silver. El Silverado endlers. Is that what you got? Those are cool. I want them. I have El Tigres. So I've heard people say that you can train your fish to not eat babies, okay? And here's what I did. And I'll tell you that it worked. So, don't pull them up. Leave the babies in there. Leave them in there. As the fish keep having. So the thing is that if you take the babies out right away, basically the fish are not living with the babies. Like they're having babies, and then they're gonna think, like, eat it, and they're gonna eat it. Well, if you actually continue to breed them and you then grow the fry up with the parents, they'll continue having babies. At first, like you said, you see 5 babies. It'll kind of start off like that. So endlers can give birth every 28 days. Actually, every 22 to 28 days. And as you can see, they're tiny. If you got any Funk's fry staple, there you go. All you need to make sure is like you got food with some spironella in it. And since their mouths are so small, you can take a pinch of the food, put it into the water, and then mash it until it like clouds the water column. That'll make it small enough that the babies can eat it. You think the male? There you go. Microworms. That's definitely. I guarantee you probably already fed them microworms. So good job, Cam Jam. That's a W. Let me get a W, Cam. W, Cam Jam in the chat, please, and thank you. But so if you continue to breed them and you let them grow, the babies grow up with the parents. The parents get to a point where they're used to having the fryer on. Like if they're always living with fry, they're not gonna. That's what I've noticed. W yourself. There you go. Self love's the best love. But that's one thing that I've noticed is that I leave all of my babies, and then they don't even mess with them. I'll uh, I'll basically wait until it's like, okay, I need to get some out, and then I'll start getting them out. But awesome, congrats! Definitely a good feeling. Add another W to the book. Like people are always saying, "Oh, live bears, they breed themselves." Yeah, okay, they do. Sure, you're correct. But you're maintaining the system that they're living in. You're maintaining the food. You're on top of them. You're making sure that they get the proper nutrition. You're caring for them just like they were your child. Yeah, they do the breeding, but you're ultimately taking care of them. So W, proud of you, happy for you. I remember that feeling all too well. What place are you at? I'm in Iowa, brother. Hey, what's up, Jovan? How you doing, dude? Hey, look, it's that other car wash. Y'all some ops! Love car wash. It's the Oppie zone. Look at their nice painted vacuums that are constantly going. Imagine that electric bill. What we got? Some free towels and stuff? There should go. Trash can. I don't know, this place. What they do, the people that work here, they park their cars right here like this. Try to make it look like it's people here. Hey, ever nobody here. Look, there's someone over there. Yeah, I don't know. Stupid fucking car wash. Oh, I hate working at. I don't know. I don't hate working at the car wash. I've just been there too long. I hope the school stuff pays out. I hope it works. But they're your first babies, really? You said, yeah, they didn't survive. That's. Did you have microworms at the time? Probably not. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You can try and raise your baby fish off of like powdered food or whatever, but you're gonna have to get some live food in there. And what I mean and what I say about like feeding the baby antlers, like, so they're so small, and so are other baby fish. They're too small to eat like some of the microfauna, especially Daphnia. Now they can maybe eat like baby moinas or like cyclops or whatever. And yeah, and see, you weren't doing them then. That's uh, see how much of a difference it makes just having even just one live food source. And then you should build on that. You should just get some copepods going. You don't need to buy eggs, and don't buy it. Just, I don't know. There's all these sellers that sell a whole bunch of like Daphnia cultures and stuff online. But look, um, if you have an area outside, like you live in a house, right, Cam? So if you have your own property, just get you a 5-gallon bucket, get a handful of dirt or like potting soil, something with peat in it, and just put a handful in that, leave it outside for a week. And then when you go back to it, you'll see it'll be full of copepods. They just come through the air. Like, all you have to do really is even opening a window and putting a body of water by the window. you can get microfauna and travels in like through the air, basically. I don't know. Moisture uh like the air, like the moisture that rises, comes back down as rain. There's there's all kinds of stuff that live in that. So if you yeah, so if you just put a bucket outside, maybe even put a little fish food in there and just some peat moss or something, let it sit for like a week. And then um it'll be full of mosquito larvae, which is also excellent food for guppies and endlers. They love it. I have a 30-gallon drum outside. I don't really harvest from it because I have so many different cultures already. Look at this. You trying to hit me, bro? Like walking on the sidewalk, dude. Jesus. Acting like she's got the right of way and shit. That's crazy. But I've got live food cultures like everywhere throughout my apartment, and it's kind of like mini ecosystems everywhere. So I don't need to harvest from the drum I have outside, but what I can tell you for sure is that if anything happens to anything inside, I have that to be able to go and grab stuff and reseed everything. And honestly, I call it my aquatic garbage disposal. It's full of, whoa, look at all these ants, dude. This is metal. Whoa. Whoa. Look at them. Look at them go. Yo, can I be a part of your colony? Please? I'll help you guys work. The friggin' ant mosh pit. Okay, moving on. Right, speaking of life. Let's see, yeah. So you do have other cultures? Um, but what I like to do is I like to take those little, like those fish bowls, like the 1-gallon fish bowls or the half-gallon ones, or even like a clear flower vase. And I basically set them up just like my tanks. I'll put, like sand and rocks and like little pieces of driftwood in it and like floating plants and stuff. And I got a bunch of them on the table. They're just kind of throughout. And it's insane how much it really is insane. In that little volume of water, I can harvest it, fill it back up, and then in a week it'll be chock full. But what I've noticed though also is that the Daphnia and the Moina and the copepods really, really like. I've heard a lot of people using yeast. I've heard, chlorella powder, algae, all that crazy, all that. And obviously, algae is gonna be fine, but if you don't have, if you don't have a little container that's been seasoned, it's been running microfauna in it for 8 months, no one just has that sitting around. So if I ever have set a new one up, I'll put some soil in it, and I'll put leaf litter. So if there's no algae, they just eat the leaf litter, and it works. It works. If it works, it works. And I just heard about using yeast for it like a week ago, and I haven't even researched it yet, but I'm gonna look into that. because I am curious how that would do. I have seed shrimp. I never bought any of these. Like the Daphnia, the Magna, and the Moina. Daphnia magna and the Moina. They're basically related. The Daphnia is just a little bit bigger, has more fat, less protein. Moina actually has more protein, less crude waste, and they're smaller. So if you ever get you have a whole bunch of them and you see the ones that look just exactly alike, but they're a little smaller than the Daphnia, that's Moina. And Moina's awesome. And basically, that's kind of what happens when I put stuff outside and let it kind of weather, get some weather, get a little exposure to the atmosphere and whatnot. And I've got Cyclops, sea shrimp, Moina, Daphnia, other copepods that I don't even know. The sea shrimp are ostracods, and Cyclops, I don't know exactly what they are, but I have those too. Those are they're cool looking. They're really cool looking. You've used yeast? Mm. And see, that's what, I don't know. I've heard a lot of people, I feel like that's where they have problems, is when they're trying to ramp it up, keep the water green, like, in all honesty, it's just not necessary. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's easy for some people, but it's only easy for those people if they're already really successfully culturing green water, and not just algae water, but like actual phytoplankton. That's when that is easy. Otherwise, it's just kind of like you're chasing a dragon. Are you that mad the street's closed, brother? Man, people are fucking weird, dude. But I really do think people are doing way too much, and that's what I'm saying. Just a little leaf litter, some sand. That's all you really need. Sand, because they like to sift around in the sand and lay their eggs in the sand. And I've actually taken sand out of one of my Daphnia cultures, and I dried it, and I rehydrated it, and a whole bunch of stuff hatched out of it, dude. And I was like, ah! I'm gonna start selling my sand. $10 for a pack of sand. Have live food for days. But that's the thing. Get the sand in there, they'll lay eggs like a mother in there. And even if even if you harvest like everything and put it down to nothing, refill it up, it's gonna repopulate. Moina and Daphnia, I think Moina lives for maybe a week. That's like their life cycle. Daphnia, maybe 2 weeks. That's the kind of numbers that you will get though. Like you can take a little piece of it and kind of put it up to the light, and they'll be everywhere. But anyway, to bring it back to the whole point, I forgot where I was even going with. So feed the antlers with whatever food you got, get it clouded in the water column. They'll eat that, and that will get them big enough to be able to eat the microfauna. And then you can start feeding them other stuff. But I would leave them in the tanks if you can. If you can't, it is what it is. But if you want to have your baby fish growing up with your adult fish and not have any issues, just leave them in there. If you lose a couple more, it might happen, but I don't know. I think the fact that you still have 5 and you're seeing them tells me enough, you know. Also, if they're young parents, like if it was like their first birth, they're not gonna have that many babies anyway. Maybe that female only had 5 babies. When they get like others can have babies after 2 months. They can be alive for 2 months and have babies. Like sometimes in my little my fry buckets and stuff, my babies are having babies. It's really crazy. It's fun too. Yeah, exactly, Cam. Exactly. Just let them be, definitely. And then before you know it, your tank will be full of babies and none of them will get eaten. Your fish will be so used to them being around that they won't even bother. That's just something that I've figured out, I suppose. And I've heard it. I've heard it from other places and other people. But after I started really getting numbers, I was like, I don't want to be pulling fish every single time I see a baby. It's just not practical because there's always going to be some babies. But I also like to do that because if there's any weak DNA, they're going to get outcompeted in the tank as well. Like, it might sound harsh, but I don't know. That's just kind of how I like it. I want the survival of the fittest, you know? But I'm not like actively like putting my fish in bad conditions. But I'm just saying that is kind of like a little benefit of it, is that, if anything happens in the tanks, or not even that, if they just can't handle the if they can't even handle your tanks, then you're not going to get very far with them anywhere else. So I feel like it's a good way to make sure that you have good fish. As long as they're growing up with the parents, they're doing good. I'm at the food pantry because I'm a broke bitch. I'm a broke bitch. I need something to eat. Cause it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to make that money for the rent. All the Cadillacs and gas money spent. Be a whole lot of bitches jumping ship. In my eyes, I done see some crazy things in the street. Something like that. Alright? Something like that. So I'm almost home. I'm going to show I'm gonna show you my medaka babies. So the medakas, remember, I had one that hatched and then I didn't know where it went. I have no idea what happened to it. Probably didn't make it. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't like to tell people that I successfully bred a fish. What up, gang? Oh, my boy Ty. My boy Ty on the moped. Uh, the medaka babies. So, yeah. I really want to tell people that I've bred medakas, but I don't call it successful until I've grown them up and they're ready to go. So, and with them, it's insane how small they are. They're smaller than Nemler fry, for real. Like, they're tiny. But I have them in a little like acrylic critter thing, And when I put the eggs in there, it was already full of microfauna, like different kinds of microfauna. Like I said, like the cyclops, seed shrimp, daphnia, moina, whatever. Um, and I think, I mean, I know I have rotifer eggs, and I'm sure that I have rotifers in my systems, but I just can't see them. But I know that they got to be in there because looking at these baby fish, a lot of the daphnia and stuff are bigger than them. But as I sit there and watch them, I see them like eating stuff. So I know that there's something in there small enough for them to eat on. So they are eating, and I'm not going to intervene. I'm just going to leave them. I'm not going to put any food in there, foul up the water. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. Oh my God. Let me get this on camera just in case. Fucking gonna bite me. Can't even walk in the damn building. It's just crazy. Glad I got that shit on camera. So glad I got that shit on camera. The last time that fucker bit me, I called the police and she drove off in her fucking car. Never got in trouble. Dog didn't get put down or nothing. Pictures of blood coming out of my leg and everything. I ain't giving no fuck. She just got that little motherfucker every time I come. Like, it's like she's waiting for me to come home. Like she saw me coming down the hill, so I'm gonna go check the mail and bring my fucking dumb dog. Isn't that fucked up? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You saw that? I'm so glad I was streaming. Bruh. Pull the damn dog up by the fucking neck like that too. That's why it bites everybody. Man. So she used to be my grandma's best friend. And she got my mom this apartment. And back when my brother lived here, um, one of my brother's friends stepped in dog doo-doo. And so, please pick up after your dog. I'm not going to tell you her name, bro. Not on here. I'll tell you somewhere else. But yeah, so they just asked her, "Will you please pick up your dog shit?" Because my friends are stepping in it. And ever since then, just hatred. It's like that dumb, weird neighbor beef bullshit. It's high school shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. You be that bored in your house, that bored that you want to start fucking problems and shit with everybody else just because you don't even have anything to do. Crazy. That's the type of shit I have to deal with coming home from work. Like, am I gonna get bit when I go in today? That dog's bit. It's bit my cousins. It's bit my mom 3 times, 4 times. She never reported it. I told her to though, but she never did. It's bitten me, and yeah, nothing happens because she's best friends with the sheriffs. Well, no, she bakes some cookies and shit. Like it gives her immunity or something. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Anyway, you get out of there. I don't want a fucking gnat in there. Here's one. Some of the film out of the way. There we go. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. See that little fucker? Yeah, but did they bite you though? Probably not. Well, look at there's like microfauna in here that is so small that they're able to eat. There's a fish right here. Oh, let's see. It's really hard to get. Mm, there it is. Like they're so tiny. Like where did you go? But you see, there's a here. Okay, here we go. Look at that little fucker. See, look, see them little. So there is some microfauna in here for them to eat. This guy like doubled in size over the day. Hey, attacked your cat. I would have killed that motherfucker, bro. But dude, so I have blue Miyukis and I got this. See a couple of blue Miyukis, and then I got let's take some of this out. I got black medakas with like green scale. I almost think it's the lame gene. I'm not too sure if it's the actual lame gene. Um, but it looks like the medaka lame, where it's basically a really metallic green. So these are some bloomies. That's a female. That's one of the males there. There's another one. Look at that black green scales. Mm. And then this one and this one, they're not, they have to be some kind of assorted. They're really cool. I really am enjoying it. They like to eat all of the bugs and stuff that are on top of the leaves. Like, what are you doing, bro? Did you find something in there? Find some bugs? They love it when, if I see any like springtails or anything on a like a plant, I'll just go in there, do like this. They'll start skipping. They love it. I've seen them pull. Look at, yep. See, they know they're up there. They're really smart. I've watched them grab like grab the plants and just pull them under and then eat everything off of it. So they love when I come here and just start moving plants around, dunking them, letting them come back up. Probably take a couple of these out. Get a little more of a swimmy area. There you go. They are healthy. They're very healthy. That's what the live food does, you know. That's why I preach it so much. It's just non-comparable. It's just really not. It's not comparable. And they love the sunlight. Look at them in the sun. Oh, you stop that bullshit. Looks like someone's trying to show off. Yeah, they definitely are doing lots of mating. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like eggs in here that, I mean, who knows? There could be fish in here too. But I'm glad that I got my crazy neighbor bullshit on camera. That was fucking fun. Couldn't even close the damn mailbox. Had to run that fucker up the stairs like damn right. You better get that motherfucker away from me before I stomp it up. Hello, Luis. Thank you for stopping by. And so this is what I talk about, like right here, Cam. Look at it. I just put a bunch of random stuff. This one's kind of newer. I haven't seeded it, but what I did though, I've washed it out like crazy, and I don't know. I just kind of want to see if there's anything that survived. I want to see how resilient like the eggs are. But this one here though, like, let's see all of them in there. There's nothing even in here. This is just water. And then this one here, this one actually, this one's nutty. Hold on. Look at all that. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. For real though. Gotta check yourself. Shit, it just bothers me. What's the issue? Like, I've tried. Hold on one sec. To try to make it right. Like, do you want to talk it out? Like, what the fuck is the issue? It never gets anywhere. It never gets anywhere. It's just misery loves company. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Misery loves company. Bro, I tell her all the time too. I say, how many bites is it now? You know, how many now? How many bites do we at now? You want to keep it going? Oh, poor fucking dog, bro. Poor fucking dog. It's not the dog's fault. Thing is, she lets it act like that. Like, she like psychs it up. Like, what's up, babe? How you doing? Hi. Did you eat any of my plants today while I was gone? Huh? No, I hope not. And bro, the thing is, like, did you see that this motherfucker just bit? Bro, you're lucky. You're lucky. You be good. Be nice. I expect it from a cat. I expect it. For real though, I just don't understand, bro. You gonna let the motherfucker bite everybody that comes walking in, or what? So I'm gonna get some microworm cultures out in a second and see how they're doing. But I need to sit down for a sec because holy, it's hot. Get that caffeine in me. Dude, look at this pingu guppy. One sec. So I was going to keep them like line bred. Like cats are feral. Jesus Christ. Cats are intense. So got the pingu colony going. And actually, like look, yeah, what's up, dude? This is the female. And basically I was gonna keep it line bred, but there was too much bent spines and other issues. So I hybridized them with some antlers. I put some female antlers in there. And they look exactly like they're supposed to. They look exactly like they're supposed to. Got that metallic green, got that pink in the middle, and got that yellow. And they're going to be a little smaller than the guppies because of the antler DNA, but there's no more bent spines. No more bent spines. I mean, come on. What more can you ask for? Look at these fucking. What are you doing up there? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? But with them being line bred guppies, you know, you're going to get those bent spines. And I had a pair from Lucas Bretts, and then I got a pair from Aquatic Arts. And they're doing even better now that I hybridized them. Like, look at this one's fins. You can tell that it's part antler. Look at the fins fraying off at the end. Look at this one. It's even got like almost like a bottom swordtail, like an antler. But it's got the pingu genetics. So I don't know. Like I don't care. People can yell at me all they want. They're not pingu guppies if they're antler. Okay. Sure. Fine. How many of them do you have to call them? Well, guess what? I don't have to call any anymore. At all. You know what I mean? And look at this one here. Like, sheesh. Oh, and remember I said I put a tuxedo female in there? I put a tuxedo female, and this is what I got. This is a tuxedo part pingu, and before that, because remember when I made these tuxedo females here and these guys here, it was a koi guppy and a chili antler, and then the tuxedo was a fancy guppy, right? And the chili antler. So this one is part pingu, and it's got the tuxedo, and it's got like a little hint of pink, like a little bit, but it's just interesting. And then, like, look at this guy here. This guy's cool. You can call him mutts all you want, but these things are healthier than any line bred guppy or antler. They got wild genetics. I don't know. I don't understand why they don't. There's some Altigre right there. There's another one here with a little more red. Looks like they're getting along. These guys are really fun, Cam. Get you some LT gray antlers. Or what I actually want to do is I want to get more of ooh, look at this guy. Got his, these reds are popping. Sheesh. I take a lot of pride in my hair. I definitely do. I don't understand all the hybrid hair because I mean, you guys are gonna freak out about these damn endlers or whatever, but you know, people are making all these crazy cories, like cichlids. I mean, everything gets hybridized. Come on, like it is what it is. So I mean, if I had if I had a pair of fish with a wild collection point, I would give them their own tank, and I would do that. But that's just not a thing right. Like no, it's just not something that's happening. Look at this one. This one is my favorite, and I want more. They just don't have a location, so I can't register them. Oh yeah, there's a male that. So I think. So this one here that I was just talking about, I think he mated with this one with the koi genetics, and I think they made. Where'd you go? You're so funny. Oh, just disappear in a second. There you go. I think they made this one here. Cause look at that red fin. It's really interesting. But look at that top fin. It's got like some polka dots in it. Like I don't know what the hell that is. No idea. But I said, yeah, this specimen's going right into that tank. Sheesh. Inbreeding is kind of weird, bro. It is. See, look at this one. I'm starting to get some females with some color. Let's see. There's always babies. Always. There's always babies in these things. The cories are breeding like nuts. They were going at it last night, this morning. I don't know. What's up, guys? Come say hi to the people. Come say hi to the people. Yeah, you guys know you're pretty. Come say hi. I love watching them come in and out of there. So this like big piece of driftwood right here, it's got like it's kind of wide, and underneath it you can see all the way through. And so I like to like what's going on and just check out, see what's going on in there. Very fun. Synodon, I don't know. These are definitely my top 3 fish for sure in this tank. Endlers, cories, and these Synodonus. These Synodonus, they only get 4 inches. Like they don't get huge, and they're apparently the smallest species. And look at these little endlers, little babies. Like they're like, what is that? What are you doing over there? I got a nice happy crew. strut that stuff, brother. The old tigers though are also really, really fun. They're so funny. They really got some personality. Like, okay, yeah, they're trying to do it a lot of the time, but they really are interesting. Look at the pingu. Look at that. Man, like I want that. I want those genetics in all my fish at this point. I don't know. I just love this thing because it's way healthier than its parents. I can actually enjoy it. Look at that. Yeah, show it. Show your stuff, man. I used to have. I used to have a lot of tetras, and then the more I got into fish keeping, I was noticing that the tetras are really nippy. They're not very. They make other fish nervous. They do too much. They're just always swimming. They never just chill out, and they nip a lot. And that was the first fish I bred actually. It was some diamond tetras. I gave them to a friend, a buddy of mine. He still has them. And I asked him if he still sends me videos of them too, and they're still alive. So it's rewarding, for sure. It really is rewarding, especially when you get to see video and pictures of. You know what I really like doing? I really like when I go drop fish off to my friend with the pond, because I get to see all of the. Because she doesn't. It's a huge pond. It's basically, and she just loves my fish. So um, basically, the way it started was the way our friendship started was at the time I was still breeding platies. Um, I was breeding variatus platies and regular, like Mickey Mouse platies, assorted colors. Um, but every time I would get a platy and bring it home or whatever, I would try to mix the colors, and like they hold the DNA for like a whole year. So I'd have them for like 8 months, and they would still be putting out whatever DNA that they had bred with, and I could never get mix anything. And um, I talked about this on Jorge's stream on Mexicali. They did a study with guppies where they took like a whole colony. I do want some raspberries though. I want which one do I want? I want well, if it came to raspberries, I don't know. I tried to get. You want to hear a crazy story? Well, the one time in my life I tried to get some raspberries. It was back when I was like first starting out, and it was back when I had tetras and stuff. Man, I love me some pop, bro. Gotta fill that alcohol void with caffeine. Um, Hi, baby. So I went to the store and I was like, I've heard that the CPDs are getting like that, like how the neon tetras, they have that like neon tetra disease, like the same thing with, you know, the guppy wasting disease or whatever. I mean, I don't have that issue because I've like hybridized a lot of my DNA. But so that is part of the story actually. So, well, first, real quick, when I went to Petco, one time I saw some um, Harlequin raspberries, right? And yeah, their their genetics I'm hearing are dwindling, and it sucks because I really wanted some, but just like every other craze, every time I see a craze, like you remember the whole thing with the laser quarries and everything, like man, like no, get it away from me, because it's always some shit like that. It's always something like that ends up happening. But the one time I tried to get some raspberries, or Harlequin raspberries, I'd never seen anything like this in my life. Cam, I said I would, yo, they were alive, swimming in the tank. So let me get 6 Harlequin raspberries. From the time they got bagged up to the counter, they were dead. They were, dude, they freaked out. Like they went into shock so bad that they died right there. Yeah, in like it was like 60 seconds. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want that DNA. Just, I mean, I'm kind of glad it happened because they probably would have ended up dying 2 days later. It's just stupid. Like, how does something die from the display tank to the counter, bruh? It was freaking nuts. Yeah, dude, literally. So I wonder if that is like if all raspberries are skittish or not. That'd be a good thing to look into. I'm gonna look into that and see if I can find some general studies on them with shock. Um, so I had some platies, um, and I wanted to start getting into guppies because I was on Fishery, and Alex was talking about guppies have. So the study they did, they took them out to a place and, you know, just a body of water, and they let them go, and they were basically the the you know, using the scientific method. Basically, the hypothesis was that these fish will go inbred and, you know, like they'll waste away. Well, they went back to that body of water and they were like booming. And apparently, the guppies, they have like 5 little pockets in their stomach, right? And so they can store 5 different males' DNA at the same time. And they can tell which one is which by pheromones. So they can literally spawn what they want to spawn. Like you can put them with, like say you put them with something and they bred with something before that, and you're trying to mix it with something else. They can decide against that and be like, no, this genetic is better for diversity. And um, that's how I got the koi females. And I actually have a guppy that is still a koi guppy because the female put out copies of herself and hybrids. So this one right here, yeah, these 2 fish, this one and this one, were born at the same friggin' time, dude. Tell me how that works. Look at all these genetics in here. Yeah, grill me, YouTube. Look at all these fish. Grill me. Look how healthy they are. Grillman, go ahead. Put me down. Dude. I got the blonde antler gene. Right here. I got that blonde antler gene, which is nice. And then this right here is a hybrid with a green lace guppy. And now it's an antler. And then obviously there's some snake skin. Let's see. Bunch of wild guys. Some interesting wild folks. There's a plethora of healthy genetics. Oh, here's another pingu guppy hybrid. Look at this one here. This one is one of the fish I got from Lucas Brett's a long time ago. Still doing good. He's like purple. But like that's the kind of stuff you expect. I don't know. It's just crazy. All the different. Like check us out. So I got. I think I showed you that tiger antler. You remember that? Look at him. Look at him. He's bigger now. He's looking almost exactly like he's supposed to. Where's the other one? Let's see. Oh, here's my Vienna guppies. They're doing really good. I love them. And then, yeah, I didn't even have any tiger antler females. I just used my females, like these big wild guppies. And this is another one of my female tuxedos out of my first hybridization. And she's like stunning, dude. She is stunning. She knows she's pretty. Look at her. She's like, get away from me, bro. And then this was like the first male that I hybridized. I still got him. I had males of the tuxedos, but I don't like the flowy fin genetics of the guppies, so I get rid of them. I don't like them. But I'm trying to see. I'm doing like a head count. It's kind of hard to do a head count. There's so damn many. I mean, I do take fish out. And, well, the tiger antler maybe passed away or something. I don't know. It's possible that he's gone. Or he's just hiding right now, not see him, but at least this dude here looks just like him. Like pretty much like damn same thing. I just love it. I love it. But yeah, and I only bought one tiger antler, but you know, if that one passed away, that's also why I have scuds in my tank. It's not. I mean, they do a good job with that. They don't eat any of my plants. Like I got hella plants in here. They don't eat any of them. What they do eat is fish when they die, and that's really beneficial because otherwise these things would crash. And now I have fish that literally are basically the same thing. It it looks a little different, barely, like barely. But now I can keep breeding it, you know. But I never bought one female. That's kind of a cool thing about it too. You can do a lot. You can really do a lot. But You can only really do stuff like that if you have like wild genetics. You don't have line bred genetics. You want a fish that is not, I don't know, it's like all silver. Basically, I took that tiger antler and put it with a fish that was all silver, and those are what I got. So it's pretty cool. You think they're better than the actual line? Wow, thank you. That's really awesome. I mean, that's the first time I've heard that. I appreciate that. I take a lot of pride in those babies for sure. And these are the baby pink guppies. Hold on. A couple females, a couple bigger females in there. For some reason, I feel like it calms them down when there's adults around. It's like they all are just kind of in a mosh pit. And they don't really know what to do. And then when you put an adult with them, then there's somebody to watch and let them. I don't know. I treat these things like they're damn dogs or children. I mean, they are my children, each and every one. Oh, there's a little baby. Little baby. Ooh. He looks just like his guppy counterpart. Which is a good. He barely looks like he's got out in there. Pretty much got a whole colony going. This one here looks. Oh no, it's got a gravid spot. So, got no female here. Just try to make sure there's no males that aren't pingu guppies. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of cloudy in this tank. It's just like aqua soil with like no cap. So all that ammonia just goes right back in the water. No, there's so many plants. I think it's just growing algae, honestly. I think there's algae growing in the water. But I mean, they're healthy as shit. I don't know. Also, I had one of these in there, and as you can see, this was just starting to turn green, basically. And I was like, I don't know, it's a good idea, but it didn't really work practically. I mean, it worked, but it didn't. I don't know. I don't know what it did. I feel like it didn't have enough actual filtering. Like they're really coarse sponges. So I put an actual sponge filter in there. So this will probably clear up soon. I just switched it yesterday. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, look at you! Come back. Bunch of babies. A couple medakas. You got any? Oh, she had eggs yesterday. That's funny. They got eggs in here too. Lots of babies in here right now. Took I took a lot of fish to the pond recently, which was nice. Yes, shrimp and snails. I'm actually gonna be getting some shrimp from Jody P. Um, she told me she's got some Bloody Marys and some other shrimp that she wants to get rid of, and she said I could just have them. I just have to pay for the shipping. But she's really busy right now. We were gonna do it on Wednesday, but um, she told me that something came up and that she was gonna be busy for the next 10 days. And she said if you can wait, or and I said absolutely, I'm no problem. Like Like, thank you for offering to give me free shrimp. I'll wait as long as you need me to. I really like her. She's really nice. I love doing this. I don't know why. I just love doing this in here. Yeah, Jody's really nice. I really like her. Bunch of babies. Let's see how crazy the vinegar eel's gotten. Oh, what's up, baby? Oh, oh, anyone need some vinegar eels? Look at that. See him moving. Look at that. It's like a moving spider web. Yeah. So this is what I do, because you want to keep the moisture in, because that's what's gonna help them climb the walls. So I just cut a little hole and I put a little piece of cotton. I've actually heard of people using um oh dude. Yeah. I'll take some of you out for sure. Ugh. 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 Grody. Ugh. Yeah, bro, I don't care, Cam. I work at a car wash. You just see the stuff I touch every day. People's cars are a lot dirtier than some fucking worms, bro. Trust me. Actually, I did. Ooh, you know what? Paintbrushes. Get you some small, cheap dollar store paintbrushes. All right. Get it. Get it. Bruh, you did not have to do that. Oh my god, I would cry. I would just be violated mentally by that. Mmm, this smells good. Bruh, if I had to do that, I'd probably be like, yeah, I quit, bro. I'm sorry, but I just can't do that. That's just too gross, like too much for me. That's like, isn't that a vet's job, damn it? I'm vet supposed to. Oh no, it is the groomers. That's weird. Why do the groomers have to do that shit? Well, I guess it's an added bonus. And people, or it also would be a way to bring customers if they knew that you will express their glands. That's a dumb way to put it too. Why don't you just say, I pop dogs' butt bubbles. I pop their booty bubbles. Booty butt cheek bubbles. Booty butt cheeks. Booty butt cheeks. But that's why I have the thing of the lid on there to keep the water in, because you see they'll start to get like dry. So just make sure, hurry up, do a little quick harvest, get the lid back on there. So they're good. And they they don't need vinegar eels today. They'll be fine. I'll give them some other food. But these tanks have a lot of fry in it. Oh wait, is that my tiger on there? Or is that the other one? Or are you just hiding on me, bro? Bro, stop playing with me. Were you hiding? Or are you just all over the tank? Oh, okay, no. You're just all over the tank. Unless I'm tripping. There are so many plants in here and stuff, though, that they could hide if they wanted to. They could totally hide from me and get away with it. This ivory. Uh, Dang, I got a lot of calcium. I got a lot of calcium right now. So that's a good indicator. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some more botanicals in here. Bring that down a little bit. Actually, I'll probably do a water change after I stream for a little bit. Just do a water change, then add some botanicals to it. Bring that shit down a little bit. Yeah, look at them bubbles. It's time for a water change. Well, that's good. I don't like to do them all the time. Oh, look, they were hiding on me, bruh. Bro, what was you doing? You evaded me for like a half an hour. How? Bro, did you see that? How did you do that? You're magic. You're magic. Also, yeah, that's another thing. You'll think your fish, you'll think of one of your endlers are gone. Don't panic right away. They'll probably pop back up just like that, like what happened here today. The fungus gnats, really. Are you so is that what you have your worm like? Well, these are vinegar eels, so I don't know. But I got some microworms too, but I don't have them in dirt. I just have them like this, like in like the potatoes. They're in potatoes and wata and vinegar. No, this one does. Obviously, the vinegar eels have vinegar, but these ones aren't going as crazy. But they're gathering up and starting to climb the sides. But I did harvest them already at one point, and let's see. Yeah, no. Let's see. Are you on the line? Oh yeah, y'all are for sure alive. Holy. That's the thing. I think I'll be like, dude, I don't see nothing, and then I'll open it. So you know what? I'm just gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm not gonna feed them at all. I'm just gonna let them keep going. Use the oatmeal. Yo, I heard that the oatmeal smells a lot worse than the potatoes. I'm not too sure, but that's just what I've heard from a lot of people that have cultured these. You just get original potatoes. You can use this as your substrate. And then your fish can eat it too. I mean, it's just a little extra like fiber really. Let's see, the banana worms. Oh yeah. Okay, all doing good. That's good. I think this one might not be getting enough air. Rip this open. Yeah. Just take a couple pieces of this cotton and just kind of fluff it out so that more air gets in there. That's probably what is going on. But oh yeah, like I said, someone told me to do filter floss because I had one like it basically like spill out, but they're fine. I have mad anxiety, so trust me, I'll be checking them all the time. I'm always looking at them. But the vinegar eels are the ones that are the most prolific that I've noticed. The other ones, they do good. I'm just gonna give them more time. In about another, I would say, month would probably be a good time to reset them. I even have like a whole bag of extra banana worms. I told my friend he could come get them, but I don't know I don't know what he's doing. They're in there. They're in there. They're moving around too. But I was just able to make so much of it out of. I spent $20 and got like a 2 ounce starter of each one, I think, like about 2 ounces each one. And you know, it's really amazing how far you can make those things go. But if you took like with your oatmeal culture with your worms in there, if you took a paintbrush or a Q-tip and just scooped out some of those worms, um, try them on a potato and see how they do in the potatoes. See if there's any difference. Because what I'm thinking is next time when I reset these, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take like half or just like a bit out, and I'm gonna do oatmeal next time too, and I just want to see and compare and contrast, and see if one does better than the other. But I've noticed that in the potatoes and the yeast, they go ham. They go ham in the potatoes and the yeast. Especially the vinegar worms, because they got that. I use the apple cider vinegar with mother raw apple cider vinegar with mother, which means basically they're probably already living in here microscopically. Is what I imagine that is, and add that with the yeast, really gets them going. You got your vinegar, okay. You like your bacon bread. If that's the case, I'm gonna switch over. Well, I want to see how much they reproduce like in the oats, because I don't know what it is with those potatoes and the yeast. I don't know. They just go ham in that stuff. But I just want to see. I don't know. I like experimenting with everything. Literally everything. Like I just collected a whole bunch of hornwork from a nasty body of water the other day. And but I want the hornwork, you know? It is fun. Because you can figure out things that you wouldn't like I said, when I can't remember whose channel it was on. Botscapes, I think. Botscapes. He was showing his Daphnia culture, and he was talking about how to feed it, and he was talking about yeast and green water, and and I'm like, really? Like, really? I've never heard that. I didn't even know that's what other people did. I'm gonna try it though. So I am gonna try it at some point, but I'm not gonna add any yeast to my existing culture. I don't want to frig it up. But like, I'm still really annoyed by that little situation with the fucking stuff makes me mad. That's why I get done too, I think. Because love makes me mad. One of these days I'm not gonna be in the mood. That's what'll happen. One of these days I won't be in the mood and it won't be good. Lucky I was live on YouTube. If I wasn't live on YouTube, I would have been saying some stuff. You know what I mean? Take that, motherfucker, inside. Do you see me walking down the hill or something? Or are you waiting for me to get home to check your mail with your dog? I don't know. But I want to do lots of experimenting with those soon. I want to see how far I can stretch it. Like off of the first initial, like the potatoes and stuff. I want to see, like I'll take half of it, put new potatoes in it, and then take the half and put them in, and then see how long I can keep that going without having to completely replace the potatoes for substrate. I want to see how long I can keep it going without replacing the potatoes. Potatoes. I just want to keep it going without replacing the taters, Shake it like a sausage. Shake it like a sausage. Shake it like a sausage. But yeah. So cultures are doing good. And then recently I got some food from Font. Yo, I love this stuff. Bruh. I recommend everybody to go to Funk and get some food. This is $10, yo. This is a pound of food. A pound of food. If I go to my local pet store and get her homemade flakes, it's like 4 ounces for $10. Look at this, is a whole pound. $10. And I'll tell you what, it stinks. And you know what that means? It's good fish food. Right, you can smell that fish oil in there. It's some good food. So I'm gonna give it to the pingu guppies because they didn't get any vinegar eels. They love it. I like how he's got these little cups. These are nice. Look at them. They're like, yeah, what are you doing? Here you go. Oh yeah. Excited? Oh yeah. They love this stuff. It doesn't fall straight to the ground. It smells like you can smell the fish oil. Look at them. Yeah, you already there, huh? Yep, they smell it. Oh yeah. Look at them. They go bonkers. They go bonkers for this stuff. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. $10. You can't beat that. You really can't. Ooh, look at that one. Ooh, that was another pingu hybrid. Yo, he had the full tuxedo. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I got $10 food and get $1 off of it. I mean, yeah, might as well bulk buy. You know, if you got a whole lot of fish, might as well get 2, 3 bags if you can feed that much. They love it. Look at this fish right here, though. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely gonna catch that little bugger out. Probably. Or I might just leave it in here. I don't know. I've kind of stopped treating these buckets like fry buckets. Like I'm kind of like starting to hoard fish now. Especially in this bucket. This bucket's a hoard bucket for sure. That's where all my favorite ones are that I don't want to get rid of. I'm just a hoarder. Look at that one. You just see all the colors. They love it. What up, Beto? Modi B? Right there. Yeah. Thank you, Ken. I do take really. Look at this fucker here. Oh man. Wow. It's like pink, purple, reddish, and blue. What? That's interesting. That's another thing I like to do too. I like to just put the cool ones that I see, like when I notice them, I'll put them in there, and then I'll just wait. And then sometimes it's like I'm pulling out a fish that I've never seen before, and I just get kind of blown away by it. I don't know. It's like a little surprise. But there's like scuds and microfauna and stuff living in all these buckets. So, because I'm always at work and I'm always doing schoolwork, so I make sure to get a good bit of food for me at least once a day. And I used to feed twice a day, but I noticed that they were just fine if I cut it to one, just because of the abundance of live food living in there. Like I think I was overfeeding them just by giving them extra food. Like I feel like I could probably just, well, if they were all adults, I could just leave it. But you know, the babies and stuff need some vitamin. Like the live food does provide that, but you don't know if they're getting it or not unless you're giving it to them. So they get to eat whatever they want all day long, and then when I get home, it's basically a treat. They come up, they come right up to me like, "Hey, brother, feed me, brother." Look at Modi B. I'm putting it out there for the world to see. I told Modi B. I told Beto that if I showed this tank, people would be grilling me. Look at that fatty. What size tank is that? Bruh, go fuck yourself. Look at these fish. Look at them. Inch per gallon, my ass, dude. Take that rule somewhere else. It's clean, like it's fine. I love the duckweed. I don't even care. I just am at this point. Yeah. What's up, baby? Oh yeah, you can see right through it. And there's tens in there. It's clear and stained. Like, I don't know, dude. You know, I just think I may be onto something. I may possibly be onto something. That's the apple juice. That's the apple juice. Funk said, "You got him in apple juice. You be breeding your fish in apple juice?" I was like, "That's the secret. That's the secret, Funk. Apple juice." How's work, Beto? Dude, me and Beto have been, talking on Nick's Discord, like on in the lounge, like almost every night, bro. Just for, I think the other night we were on there for 7 hours. It was so much fun. It made me feel like a kid, bro. Like, cause it's like nobody talks on the phone anymore. I don't know. It's cool to just have somebody to just kick it with. We've been on Nick's channel talking in his lounge like every night almost. It's fun. I don't mind it. I'll see him in there, and if I see him in there, then yo, Discord. You like I said before, you can get Discord on your phone. You have to have it here. There's a mobile app for it too. I know. I wish more people would join it also. I don't know why they don't. I, I think people are just scared of literal human interaction. Sometimes I wonder how some of these people would do if they had to do a speech class. I want to really see that. You know, I also don't get it. Like I understand why Beto didn't go on Mexicali's stream. I understand why he didn't do that. But there's like a lot of people that even on Nick, like Nick asks other people to be on stream, or another channel will ask people to be on stream, and people are just scared. Scared. They're scared to do this. Literally, to let your guard down. Talk to people literally in the moment. You know, you see something wrong, you can fuck it up. Whatever. I don't know. I don't understand how it's gotten to the way it has. Social media is just disillusioned all these people in this country. It's sad. So when I get on those lounge chats and we're talking for like 3-4 hours, reminds me it reminds me of being like 13. Nobody used the phone, I'm on the internet, or nobody, I'm on the phone right now. Like, remember those days? Talking to people on the phone, hearing the voice. But YouTube is not, no, yo. YouTube is not professional. Yo, have you ever scrolled through the random live streams at 3 in the morning? You tell me YouTube's professional. Tonight, if you get a moment, scroll through the live streams. Just do it. Trust me. You'll run into something at some point that's very inappropriate or just not professional whatsoever. Yeah, and the chats, yeah, they don't get recorded at all. It's literally it's like a phone call. I I share my screen just because it's, I don't know. When I talk, I use a lot of hand gestures because it's easier for me to explain stuff. And like Beto, he doesn't have his camera all the time. It's fine. And then when he wants to show me something, he shows it. But it's nice though, just sitting in there talking, because you don't really get that element anymore on any platform or anywhere. Really. Like if you call someone these days, they'll be like, "I'll just text you" or something. It's like, dude, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to explain something to you. You know, that's one thing I like about Discord. Dude, you're not gonna offend anybody, bro. Cam, you're fine. I literally swear on these live streams, and they've not one has been taken down. Seriously, nobody cares. It's the internet, Cam. Like, if anybody cares, you'll know. You'll know. That's that cancer. That cancer. I'm not endorsing. They're not paying me to endorse this. But Funk isn't paying me to endorse his food. But I will say, I like that much that I want to go shout out to Funk's and his food, man. He sent me a sample of the fry. He sent me of the fried staple. He sent me a sample of the spironella staple. I haven't tried them yet, but I don't know. Just the regular food is good enough. The fry love it. All the fish love it. It doesn't sink right away. But I'm glad the live cultures are going good. They're not popping like I want, but I don't know. I feel like they're growing at the pace I'm comfortable with. Because I don't have time to harvest them every single day. Like, if that was the case, I would get annoyed. I like having a food source that is live, but you don't have to constantly be on it. And that's how it is with like the little vases in the Daphnia. Just little tiny mason jars just sitting by the window. They just do their thing. I don't have to worry about it every day. Ed Moitz. I don't know who that is. I'll have to check that person out. The thing is, there's so many people that make food. Cam, I actually opened my own server. So if you want to get on Discord and not be on everybody's serious, like their serious stuff, I literally made my I made a server, and I also left it open for anybody to do whatever they wanted to it. Like, which people don't do that. I don't know. Every Discord server I've ever been in, it is like basically, there's like an admin or whatever. No one can change it or whatever. I don't know. I put it to where anybody that is in there can literally create whatever they want in the server. Like they can make their own discussion topic. They can launch the apps in the Discord without my permission. they can. It's a place to hang out. And now there's 5 or 6 of us in there right now. Like, granted, I just opened it. I just started posting shorts on YouTube this year. Really, this is my 5th live stream on my channel. It's not, you got to start somewhere. But definitely, that's what I want. It's just a place. And you know what, Cam? I was able to figure out how to do watch parties on Discord. Literally, I have a whole section of it that is just like, it's got the YouTube app in there, and I'll go in and I can start playing YouTube, and I can queue a bunch of videos and just let them go. And that's what I was doing yesterday. Right. It's only the people that are in the server are the only people that can see it. Like, it's not out there. It's not out there for everybody. Like, if I sent out a certain number of invites or whatever, but and I put it on my channel, like at where like kind of where my email is. I put the Discord there. If anyone ever wants to join it, that's all they have to do is just go to it and click it. So if you go to the App Store, download Discord, you know, link it. You can link it to your YouTube channel. You can link it to Spotify. Um, there's a lot of different communities. There's a lot of my Discord. Most of my Discord friends are people from YouTube. Like, I have like maybe 3 or 4 actual friends on my Discord. Like, there's it's community. That's where it's a good place to go to chat. You know, share articles, links, and then a good place to do it. You can video chat on there. It's fun. It really is fun. I think you would have a lot of fun. Both of you guys. Oh, he does have an account on your email? Well, shit, sign in under his account. I mean, or you could what I was thinking about doing was making a separate email for my YouTube and maybe doing that way. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why, but I feel no problem letting my personal email be out there. I don't know. Because like I feel like people would be more comfortable seeing if they wanted to actually reach out to me. They would be more comfortable seeing my actual like I put my phone number on your post that one day because I don't care who has it. I really don't. I really don't. I'm here for everybody. I'm here for everybody. My name is already public. You know, all of our names are public. You just got to go and search it on Google and find it. But I feel like it would probably look more humbling to somebody, especially if like I don't think I'm gonna be some famous YouTuber or anything, but if it ever got to a point where I had like big numbers, I feel like it would kind of calm down somebody. It would make someone feel more humbled to see that somebody with that much of a following or whatever is still putting out their personal email and phone number. Because to me, if I saw that, I would be like, oh, this person gives a shit. That's just how I would interpret it. So I'm just kind of going off of what I would want to see, I suppose is a good way to say it. Yeah. Yeah, and the fun thing is too,
the things that you can share, the movies, the music, the TV shows. We can go on that YouTube part of that server that I made and literally watch them together at the same time and talk about it at the same time and goof around. That's the goal. It's getting there, Cam Jam. It's getting there. You're the missing piece to the puzzle. You gotta come get in there. You gotta come get in there. So what, your real name isn't Cam or what? Let's see, what'd you say, Beto? Yeah, right, to get feedback and see if they like it too, yeah. Oh, really? I went to school with a girl named Cammy. Her name was Cam, and then she had a sister named Kim. That's a name I don't hear too often. You're the only other person I've heard with that name. It's unique. And are you talking about Joy? Like, is that Jose? Joy or whatever? Joy of fish keeping? Isn't that Jose? It means paper. What, dude? That's funny. I can't remember what my name meant. Yeah, I really like Joy. Joy, excuse me, Jose. He's he's one of the other people that does interact with my stuff. Yeah, he's definitely a good person for sure. You know, I was talking to Jeff Kane the other day, and dude, they invited me to the Fish Fan barbecue. I really want to go. I really want to go. I don't have a car. Like, I don't know. Just I have a car. It's not registered. I don't have a license. Can't afford any of that. I'm like I'm like struggling right now. I have no money. Like just hoping my account doesn't get overdrafted. Literally waiting for the school money. Like it's just it's crazy because the school is it's to get you the stuff you need for school. But they wait until you're a month in the semester to give it to you. Like what? Okay, like I don't know. Like I had bills to pay a month ago. Like where's my fucking money? I'm paying that shit back. I want it now. It's my money and I need it now. It's just stupid cuz honestly, the thing with me is if I work more than 28 hours, like if I try to work full time and then do school, every time I try doing it, my grades start to dwindle. And so I can't do it. What up, Joe Biden? What up, gang? Gang since potty train. What's up? How you doing? What'd you do today? You get any new fish? You want to see the pingu guppies? Look at this one right here. Some babies. Well, this is why I love looking at them at nighttime. Like Cam, you gotta get some. Or actually, you do have your black bar antler. They do have some of these genetics, but look, I could be like way back here. You see that reflecting off of those males? Look at that, like, whew. It's so cool. The kids got you tired out today? What'd you do? Take them to the park or what? What up, brother? What up, brother? I'm really obsessed with these like polka dot looking fin on the top there. Look at that. Almost looks like the fin of a molly. Oh, is it? It's getting longer too. Hold up. Hold up. Come back here, baby. Come back here. Let me see that again. Let me see that again. Oh, my Synodinas are starting up. You guys are gonna do the Pisces? Let's do it. Let's see it. Come on. Do the Pisces. One time for the gram. Do it one time for the gram. One time for the fun time. Go get going. There we go. Okay, there we go. I think they're up. Are they winding up? I gotta go. Oh, hold on now. This is my favorite part. Let's see it. Oh, dude, look at this goofball. He put his fins out and stuck himself there. That was funny. That's what's really cool about them. They go upside down. I have what they really like to do is go in this piece of driftwood, and they'll go upside down in there and put their fins out and just stay in there upside down. But I could have swore that I saw that fin is getting longer. Yeah, it is. Friggin' flash, dirty glass. It's hard to keep it like spectacular all the time. These little gold babies. I want to see that fan. Dude, it is long. It's almost like a molly. Like a molly spin. Yo. See, I don't. Come on. Hybrids are freaking cool, bro. Look at the colors on them too, like blue, red, green. I want those those Japanese blue endlers, the ones that have like the straight up blue tuxedo. That would be sick. It'd be really cool to have. Oh yeah, also Javon. The pingu guppy. So uh so the pingu guppy, I had a tuxedo female in there at first, and I made a bunch of fish that are hybridized with the pingu guppy, and they have that tuxedo. And I have one in here that is a male. Is that you right? No, it's I had the light on earlier, but the Synodontists are starting to come on. I don't want to turn it back on. I'll find it in a second. There it is. You see? It's almost like the tuxedo, and then it's got like pink fins. Those Dumbo ears. Yeah. Look at that. I don't know, man. Mm. It's like jet black too. Like metal. I don't know. That thing looks really cool to me. I want to get some more of these guys though. I'd really love to get some some actual wild caught documented fish. Because if that were to happen, I would set up a whole tank just for them, and actually, then I could register them on the database and stuff. Oh, Javon, you weren't here for the medaka news. Oh my. A very big clouds, boy. Uh, So check out. This is the male. He got some really like colorful tipped fins. It's a blue Miyuki. And that one's a female. I just want you to see them while they're in the sun right now. And then the other ones are black. There he is. Come out. Come out of there. I wonder if they've been laying any eggs on these. I did notice that they also will lay their eggs on this hornwort, so I'm not too worried about using mops. Might be an egg. No, that's a snail egg, but I guarantee that they're probably laying eggs down on the bottom somewhere. Look at these black. Look at these guys. These black ones. They got like green scales. They're so cool. And that's what the babies look like. Where do I want to put this? Let's put it in there. But this is what I mean, Cam. All these things are full of like Daphnia. Look at this one. There's scuds in there too. See them little things in there? Those are seed shrimp right there. That's why they're not moving around all crazy like the Daphnia. This is where this is basically like the seed shrimp one. And they just, I don't do nothing to this. I got a snake plant coming out of it. The tannins are, well, that's what Jorge asked me. He's like, why do you incorporate tannins and everything? And I said, well, I mean, I'm in Iowa. The water's hard. I have botanicals as well as like carbon or calcium carbonate like rocks and coral and stuff like that, and everything also. So when I add botanicals, it doesn't matter. Every time so it is darker water, but it's not actual black water. You know, when I do a water change, it always buffers back. It always buffers out to like a 7.6, and it's like perfect. But as far as babies, I'm gonna have to clean up some of this surface gunk. Best way to do it is just get a towel or a paper towel. Just wipe it. Let it just get some of it out like that. See those babies? Look at that. There's some baby medakas, brother. Got some babies again. It's, you gotta bear with me. They're so tiny. And this doesn't help. There's at least like 4 or 5 in here. Usually I just see them. There we go. There's one. There's another one. Look how small they are. There's quite a few in here too. There's like at least 5 or 6 of them in here. And this thing's just full of microfauna, so I'm not gonna put food in here and like foul it up, you know? Just gonna let them keep going like that. Keep taking it. Look at all this friggin' duckweed, dude. I don't care. Scud, I thought scuds eat plants. Come on, this is a scud tank. Literally a scud tank. There's nothing but scuds in here. It's like, it's full of scuds. You can usually see them swimming around. There you go, I saw one. But it's full. They don't even do a good job of eating all this stuff. There's a lot of babies in there right now too, which is nice. Scud Alliance. Don't tell Nick. Don't tell Nick. I don't know why people hate on them so much, dude. They do really good. They're very beneficial. Literally, fish can die in my tanks, and if I don't see it, nothing happens because they just get taken care of. So a little bit later on, I'm probably gonna do a little water change on this. Let me take this out. It's probably starting to build up some shit. But I know that there's at least 4 or 5 babies in here now at this point. There's another one right there. That one's like probably a blue Miyuki because it's like clear. They're so small. But the fact that there's a bunch of microphones, like it's hard to see it, but I'm sure they're going ham. They're probably eating all the small ones. They're probably eating the small ones that the bigger ones eat. Who knows? I just know that they are eating because they've doubled in size in the last couple days. So look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That other clear one is like 5. And look at the microphone. Just look at that thing. Look how small it is. So they got food. They got food. And if I intervene, you know what? I gave them a little pinch of food yesterday, and that's probably what caused all this protein buildup. They didn't even need it, really. So I'll change a little bit of that. Yeah, I love jungle tanks. Jungle tanks are fun. So are you gonna go, if you're going to the cookout, are you gonna be going through Dubuque to go onto the highway to get to Wisconsin anyway? If you are, definitely, you might as well stop by and pick me up. If not, it's not a big deal. But in Dubuque, there's a bridge that goes to Illinois and Wisconsin. Like I can go to all 3 states any time. I don't really know them like that, Cam. Jeff told me to ask it. He's like, ask Sarah, ask these people, blah blah blah. I said, Jeff, I don't know them. Like I said, if you want to relay the message, by all means, that's fine. I have no problem with that. And if somebody wants to come get me, that would be excellent. That'd be great. I would love to come. We'll see what happens. Bro, I done heard some crazy horror stories with kids. Like, I remember one horror story. Someone's kid put like a whole what was it? It was like a whole bottle of like Gatorade or something in the tank, or like a gallon of milk or something. Oh man, I would be fucking going ham. I don't know, because at that point, you gotta. I'm sure that is really when your patience gets tested as a father. I could only imagine. Because, dude, like, I don't even have kids, but I got a cat that likes to eat my plants and stuff, and I'll tell you what, I don't know. I don't know. I would love some kids. I really do. I really would love some kids, though. But they do be doing too much. They do be doing too much. Yeah. How old are your kids, Cam? They're probably maybe a little older, maybe. So I could imagine if they know better, they're probably a little bit older. I could imagine. Kids are wild. I'm in Dubuque, Iowa, Jovan. It's Dubuque, Iowa. Dubuque. And you guys want to see the snake plant? Snake plant? There's a big old thing. Got some going. Look at this one. It's almost as tall as me. It's fun. He's got isopods and springtails. Make sure that there's enough moisture. There is moisture in there. Okay. Okay. You're doing good. Look at this millipede. Look at that. Isn't that cool? There's isopods and stuff in there. But that millipede is really cool. I think this one is like more. I can't remember exactly. But I do know. Oh, no, there's an isopod. Right there. Ah! So they're still doing good. They're breeding in there. That's awesome. They still got some moisture. And that's also another thing I love about the isopods. You don't even got to really be crazy about them. And this is like a little open tank terrarium. Really. I was trying to grow plants out of it, and then I realized that it's a waste of time because I don't know, because all these I got everything in here, dude. This is full of stuff that has been collected all over. I don't know. There's slugs, millipedes, friggin' everything in here. There's isopods. Every once in a while, I just like to. Oh yeah, look at that. Some kind of mite or something. So I was really curious about mites because I've heard a lot of different things about mites. They can be bad or good, and all these other different things. All right, and so I follow a lot of those like plant guys. They have like those channels that they have just plants everywhere. Ooh, I just saw someone jump. and I was asking about what was it? I said, how do you? I said, this is the first time I've seen you live, so I just have to ask a bunch of questions. And there's definitely isopods in here. They're just, that's why I like this. I like this because it's really big. It's quite of a big footprint for just some isopods. They probably got their own little trails going on in there and everything. But I just add some water to it every so often. I like to mess around with it too. I like to stick my hands in it. Oh, there was a pod. I think I just saw a pod. Yeah, I'm sure I did. It's probably gone now. I don't know. But it's a lot of space for them. They probably got a really good hiding spot in here. It's probably under here. I made an area under here that's like really hollowed out, and then with a bunch of dirt and sticks on top. So they're probably all in there. But the thing about them is you can think, just like fish, you could literally think they're all gone. And then you pour some water in there or something, you know, to just give them some water, get a little moisture gradient going. Next thing you know, you see them coming up. But this is another little experiment here, Cam. I've been playing with this for months. I don't want to stop either. I just want to keep playing with it. That didn't sound right. I can't help it. I just can't stop playing with it. But look, they do really good jobs for refining the soil, bringing it down. I'll suck out all the fish poop from the tanks. I'll put it in here, like you saw it all right here. How it was all crusted, because it was like straight up like clay water, and I turn around and take it out, and I put it in plants, and it works really well. Like it's black soil. It's humic, some real humic material. It's fun, bro. I want kids so bad, dude. That's kind of part of why I got sober too. Damn it. I thought the girls were gonna. I thought they were gonna want to be with me because I quit drinking. Actually, it was the opposite. I had like three, three or four different people that I was talking to, and I would open up about it, and I would tell them like, "Yo, okay, here's the deal. I don't care. I don't care if you drink at all. Well, I do, as long as you're not a raging alcoholic every single day like I was. Like you can go ahead and drink around me, but if you do, like don't even like come close to. Don't I don't even want your face near my face. Don't kiss me. Don't none of that shit." And I've had like four people ghost me because of that. Sorry, honey. They want a real one. They all want a good person, and then when it's in their face, they get scared. That's what I think happens. Oh shit! Look at you, little motherfucker. Damn, there's more. Yo, there's more hatching out. Shut the front door. Bro, whoa. What was that? I think that was a cyclops. Oh, they're all playing in here with each other already? Bro. Might have some success this trip, dude. Looks like things are going good. And look, you can like see that they're biting at stuff sometimes. So I know there's stuff in there that I just can't see it. So they're doing good. What hood? What hood were you from, Cam? But no, that is good. And that's also when you go through hard times and you meet someone that's in a really mutual situation, like, and you can relate to them, it usually ends up working out. I love that for you. I do. That's awesome. Man, I don't know if there's a lot of fish ladies, at least around here. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing, and then I'm gonna probably nip it in the bud. One more thing I have to announce, basically, that um I talked to. So there's one LFS here, like an actual, like, private owned local fish store. Um, her name's Maddie. Her dad started the business, and um, I'm not gonna disclose why, but he's not there now, right now. So she's kind of doing it all by herself, and I really do like to support her. That's where I got my first endlers and that's where I got that first chili endler and that koi guppy and that tuxedo guppy. And I buy her food all the time, but I don't always have a lot of money, so I was thinking about, like, how could I help her? And I thought, well, yeah, of course I'd be able to be at the pic. Yo, I don't care if people drink around me. It's fine. It's just that's how it is when I was like talking to females. Like, I imagine no one's gonna try kissing me at the picnic, so it's all good. If they do and they're drunk, I'll just be like, no. It doesn't bother people drinking around me. It doesn't bother me. It did when I first quit, but it's not that big of a deal now. But let's see. Let me look up on the chat real quick. So I know you said something about where my town is. Um, Sorry, I just wanted to catch up, make sure I know what you guys were talking about. I have a wire rack that I'm gonna set up too for tanks, and I have boards like sheathing, and I'm just gonna cut the boards out and put the boards on the wire rack. Um, Other than that, my floor is kind of uneven. It's not like terrible, like a big like incline or anything, but it's like if I have a tank, like if I were to just leave it, I don't know, it kind of would be a little off. But what I do is I get cement blocks, and then I put like 2 boards of sheathing, and then I shim all the way around, and then make sure that it's like level. Got my concrete blocks, and yeah, so everything's level. So that's a good little DIY thing if you don't want to buy like tank stands and stuff. Concrete blocks are really cheap. A big board. Sheathing is basically plywood that's water treated. Um, does work really good. Feed mites to your pencil fish. That's awesome. I bet that would be really fun to watch. Yeah, bro. If you wanna, Javon, if you wanna scoop me, that would be like the littest thing ever. Cause basically you can go through Dubuque to Wisconsin. There's a highway that goes right to Wisconsin. So I didn't know if it was maybe like already on the way for some people. I don't know. I'm right on the Mississippi River. I'm right. There's a bridge that goes to Illinois and Wisconsin. So it's not that far from here. It's just, I don't know. I just can't get there, you know? Um, but yeah, alcohol at the picnic wouldn't bother me whatsoever. And dude, growing up in the hood is crazy. Um, my Me and my brother have different dads. I don't know. I don't really know mine. I've talked to him a few times. I talked to him a few times when I was a kid, and then he cut his phone off. And then the next time I talked to him was like at like 27, and then he blocked me really quick after that because he got to listen to like 27 years of pent up aggression. Obviously, he's a little punk because he couldn't handle it, but yeah. And that's yeah, people like as far as it goes with women, I'm just kind of slow my roll. Somebody comes along, and you know what? Okay. Other than that, I'm too focused on school and shit, like, and these fish. Priorities. Priorities. But yeah, so I don't really know if I don't really have much to talk about anymore. I wanted to show the cultures, show the medakas. Oh yeah, so Maddie, her store, I'm gonna be going there and I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a fish, like an actual tour of her store. Cause I always thought it'd be really fun to do a fish room tour. So I asked her. Um, I said, how would you feel about me coming and doing like a tour of your store and putting it on my channel? So I'm not running up the numbers, but if it's any way that can, if it brings you any more foot traffic, like it wouldn't hurt. And she's down with it, so that's what. Hopefully soon I can be able to do that. I keep trying to bring dates. Like I keep telling her like dates, and then she keeps giving me, oh, I gotta do this on that day. So I don't know if she's really that serious. Like maybe the idea sounded good to her, but like I said before, people are really, when it gets down to crunch time, people get really weird about being on camera. I don't know, but I don't have that issue because I should do that. I should just, I'm here. I'll just start recording. But people get weird around the camera. But I've been used to being out of my element as far as I can remember because when it started at 11 years old because my mom had to work. So I would get my brother up for school, take him to school. I'd pick him up from school, make dinner at 11, at 11 until, we were grown. So anytime he got in trouble, anytime I had to deal with a lot of parents, I had to deal with a lot of other, you know what I had to deal with a lot? I had to deal with a lot of people calling my brother the hard R. And had to almost get into a lot of fights. Basically, they would do that. They would do that shit. I would show up. What'd you say to my fucking brother? When they noticed it was me, they'd run off. They didn't want any smoke. It was bullshit. I hate it. I hate it. The racism. I fucking hate it. And I've been going to, like, my grandma. Uh, she lived on 67 or 60, 67th and Pine on the south side of Chicago. That's Englewood. That's about as hood as you can get it. Her house is in American. because it got burned. We got fire. The neighbor's house got firebombed, and they didn't burn the house down all the way. So they came back, firebombed it again, and then it caught my grandma's house on fire, burnt it to the ground. And I'm thankful it did because she was never gonna move out of the hood. There was no way. That was their area. But she'd always try to get me to, when are you gonna come down and see me? Like, Grandma, I'm growing up. I'm not gonna be an 20-year-old white person down on the south side of Chicago. I'm just not. Because I already know what comes with it. Because when you're a kid, that shit don't matter. When you're a kid, no one's gonna fuck with you. But like, I wasn't, man. The whole race thing is really hard, especially because I can only imagine what it's like being black around a bunch of white people. Because whenever I would go to Chicago, I'd be the only white person around, and I remember that feeling. Everyone looking at you like what the fuck. But I busted them all up in basketball on their turf. They were calling me Dirk Nowitzki. So, what's up? Where are you at, Javon? Don't you live down there somewhere? I think you said it before, and I think it's somewhere close to that area. I was balling. I was fucking them all up on their home turf. They were mad. They couldn't understand where this little white boy came from, fucking them up. They never seen something like that ever happen in their whole life. And they're like, what in the? They were like, what in the tarnation going on here? Going on here? But yeah, if you do want to pick me up and for the fish fam and stuff, obviously let me know. Hopefully I'll have some money to be able to throw you. If not, I can always give you fish on the way back. So that's always a option. So yeah. So we're gonna hopefully the medakas are gonna grow up. You're on the west side. I had an uncle on the west side. It's the west side and the south side. And Bettel told me that the north side's getting pretty fucked up too. It's crazy. The last time I was up, like when I was younger, it was just basically only black people everywhere. Now, when I go out there, I see gentrified blocks all over the place, and there's a lot of Latinos now. Get a babysitter for the kitty. The cat will be fine. The cat gets a lot. He gets a can of food a day. If there was nobody to feed him, I would just put a bunch of food in there. Because I don't think it's just a. I think they set up. I heard that they set up tents at the cookout, but I imagine with having kids, you're not gonna want to do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to stay overnight. You know, I do want to go meet everyone, hang out, but school, work, all that stuff. Yeah. So hopefully these medakas grow fine. Hopefully nothing happens to them. Hopefully I can get to the barbecue. We'll see. If not, I ain't even tripping. It's not a big deal whatsoever. I'm not gonna want to stay the night when I get there, I promise you. I'm an introvert at heart. The only reason I want to go is because it's the fish fam. If it was anybody else, I'd probably not go. I I mess with you guys more than I do people here in my town. Like I talk to you guys more. It's more community in the fish hobby than it is in real life. Doesn't make sense. Also, I just think that there isn't a big hobbyist presence here, which is weird. Because Davenport has fish stores everywhere. Des Moines has fish people. Dubuque, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't get it. But yeah, so if everything works out, yeah, that'd be really sweet if we could do that. And then hopefully I can get that tour video. I've been bugging her about it. So hopefully in the next couple weeks, next month, I can get that. Because if it even brings three people to her store to buy something, then that is a win in my book. But yeah, I'm very introverted as well, just like the fish nerd. I just want to hang out with my fish homies, man. You know? And like, as introverted as I am, I can deal with being in public. I can deal with being on here and talking to the world or whoever wants to see it. I don't know. I've just been used to. I can deal with it. I'm used to that. I'm used to putting myself out there when I need to. But I don't choose to do it all the time. So I'll be gracing people with my presence at that point. Yeah. I'm picky too. If I see a fish channel that isn't part of like the circle that we're in, I don't really mess with them. Well, it depends. It depends on the content. But with that said, I have I don't have a lot of homework due, but I have a lot of homework that's going to be due on the same day coming up. So I'm going to get a jump on that. I already started one of the assignments. I did one of the quizzes. And what's really cool about this professor, this teacher for this, it's a public speaking. Like my first assignment was like make a 3-minute video about myself, talking about myself. And I can imagine that being hard for people, but every time I tried to like script it, I would like stumble my words and I just fucked it up every time. So I hit record and I just start going off my head, and that's what usually does it. I can't do scripts, I can't do like structured. I mean, I can if I really want to, but it's easier for me to already have the knowledge, like writing stuff down and then trying to talk about it, you know? But, yeah, just be yourself, that's right. Everybody be themselves. Because we don't want no fake friends. Only want real friends. So, look at my screensaver. Dude, I saved that pic. Hold on, I want to show a picture really quick that makes me laugh really hard. You remember that picture Discus North made of Aquafunk? I saved it. I saved it. It's really funny. Let's see. Look at this. It's called Aqua Chunk. Look at that. It's supposed to be funk right here. And I started while he was live. I don't know. I better not say anything. Never mind. Saw, dude. But we're gonna do some homework, and yeah, I don't know. I'll get back to you guys. Let me know in the meantime if there's anything that I can do or talk about. If anyone has any questions that I can answer, anything. Anything. You already know. You already know what it is. Hopefully someone else is live streaming. I can watch them now. But you too. You have a good night too. And I agree. I don't know if he should sue him though, because in all honesty, I don't think it's worth that. It's worth that much. It's not worth that amount of time because dude's just an idiot. He talks about all the science in his videos, but he's trying to literally run systems with certain bacteria. Like he's trying to single out certain bacteria only. You can't do that. You literally, like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You're trying to be scientific, but you don't even understand that that's not gonna be achievable. It's not. It's not. He can take that water anywhere and get it tested, and I'll tell you, like 9 times out of, I guarantee it, the 3 or 4 bacteria he wants in there, I bet you there's a hell of a lot more in there. And it would probably just crush his little soul with them friggin' discus, bro. I just don't get it. Guy talks about all the science, but he doesn't know the science. He has no idea. He's going off of the same script. It's the same script. And that's what it is. It's rage bait. Yep, exactly. It's rage bait, clickbait. Welcome to the North. Welcome to the North. Hey guys, another day. Welcome to the North. Dude, shut the fuck up, bro. You stupid discus. Fucking discus and alkaline water, bro. Like, what do you mean? If you're trying to be scientific, why are they not in black water, you fucking dingus? Oh, that guy is just a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. I don't even care. He's an idiot. I don't care. Tell him. I'll show him. Swamp Tank! Unite! Alright, y'all. If I keep. Discus North. Discus North. Look him up. Have a good laugh. Discus North. And if you go on my channel, I have a little clip. I took a little short clip. He probably definitely wears panties, bro. Dude, he probably wears used panties. Ugh. But if you go on my channel, look at one of my first shorts. It was from a live stream that he was on with Funk and Jorge, and Jorge literally told him, like, yo, if you're gonna be that channel, you can't get upset when people come at you. And he's like, I haven't been upset yet. And his fucking vein popping in his forehead, you know? And that shit had me rolling. I clipped it. I clipped it and put it on a reel on my channel because it's free. It's one of the reels that has the most views on my channel too. It's so funny. But just check him out. I don't know what he's trying to achieve, but like he gets I don't know. He's got 2.22 thousand subscribers, 2,000 videos, and tell me why each video gets the same numbers that I get, and I got like 80 subs. Like that just puts it in perspective. Like I'll post a video and after a day it'll have like hundreds, and he'll do it, and that shit'll maybe get to 2, 3, maybe. I don't know. It's because it's the same shit every video. It's the same 3 tanks. I mean, I don't know. It's just he's like so meticulous about something that he really doesn't have control over. He has no control over that. He might think he does, but it's not, it really isn't like that. And if he wanted to be all science about it, he would be doing it he would be mimicking the wild in his tanks. That's just my thinking. But yeah, they went at it. That shit was funny. Funk asked him to come back on to like squash it. Like, yo, we can have the talk over and it'll be done. He wanted nothing to do with it. So it is what it is. The guy the misery loves company type channel. So he can sit in his corner, talk as much shit as he wants on YouTube. It's not getting him anywhere. No one gives a shit. Dude, like nobody in the fish fam even really acknowledges him because nobody I wouldn't want to hang out with him. It'd be a buzzkill even being in the dude's presence. All that weird AI shit, assimilating different, putting people's pictures in your, like, come on, man, that shit's weird. That shit's fucking weird. Nobody likes it. You're a standing joke in the community. Sorry, not sorry. But, and he still is doing the weirdest shit. But all right, I'm gonna do some homework because I won't stop talking if I keep going. So, y'all have a good night. Jovan, hit me up about the picnic whenever you figure out your route and how you're whatever you're gonna do. Just let me know. Either way, even if it's a no go, I'm not tripping. I am not tripping. But I appreciate more than anything just the fact that you're gonna look into it or even offered. So that's awesome. I really appreciate it. And that would be really cool to meet you and shit. And honestly, on the way back, if you want fish, I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I'll give you pingus. I'll give I'll give you wild genetic fish. I'll give you whatever you want, brother. Because I have so much of it. I don't get it. Nobody buys it off me. I don't know. I don't know. It's like these people think that if you don't have a storefront, you're not legit. But they don't understand that it costs like $2,000-3,000 in licensing and certifications and all this stuff from the DNR, and then they have to come inspect it. That's why I'm in college. I wanted to get the. I want to be the aquaculture head. I won't have nobody to tell me no. You know what I mean? If that works out, I'm opening a store out of my damn house whenever I get one in the future. But have a good night. Peace. Peace. Love. Save the whales. Okay? Be nice to be nice to others. Be nice to yourselves. Love yourselves. Self love's the best love. Don't let no one bring you down. Um, keep being you, and I'll be back soon. Okay? Say the whales. I am gonna smoke a bowl. You're damn right. That's what I'm about to go do. um, no, I'm gonna keep talking. If I don't, all right. I'll see y'all later. All right.